Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. Today we're going to talk about a few things that you can do for your calves to bring added value and more money so that your check will be bigger. And not just the normal check. So your calves are going to sell better if you do these things. If you have good quality calves, they will bring the most money. So quality is number one. That means that you're going to have to use a purebred bull of your choice, whether it's Angus, Charolais, Hereford, any purebred bull on the top side, bred to a crossbred cow, will give you a calf that is quarter-blooded, maybe more, have some Brahman in it, but not have a big old humpy neck and be spotted and things like that. That decreased value. Have a purebred bull on the top side, have a good crossbred cow on the bottom side so that the offspring will be a quarter-blooded calf. Black cattle, whether we like to say it or not, are outselling most other breeds of cattle because of the certified Angus beef program. It's a fact. Charolais cattle sell good. Hereford cattle sell good as long as they're good quality. That means good bone, good conformation, good muscle, something that you can send to a feedlot that's going to eat a lot of feed and convert that feed to muscle and come out of that feedlot in a short amount of time. Usually a calf is going to gain roughly 3 pounds a day, and these 500 to 600 pound calves that we have here are going to stay on feed for 200 plus days. And the cost to feed a calf will depend on how many days he's got to stay in the feedlot until he's ready to process. So feed conversion is very important. Health is very important. Nutrition is very important. Number one is quality. On your bull calves, be sure they're castrated, because buyers are looking for steer calves that they don't have to castrate, because castration sets them back for at least a month. They could get sick, they'll lose weight. These buyers know that, and they're going to give more for calves that are already castrated. So castrate your bull calves. Be on a vaccination program. Use the OkiVac program. You can use that, or you can use your own program. Just be sure that you're on a vaccination program, that these calves are getting virus shots, blackleg shots, for your respiratory diseases, the IBR, BFD, blah, blah, blah. I don't know all the terms, but talk to your animal health store, the people you do business with, and find out what works best for you. Some shots you can just give them one shot and that's all that's required. Some shots require a booster, so determine what's best for you. Also, if you want to add some more value to your cattle, wean your cattle. But if you're going to wean them for at least a 45-day period. Within the first 30 days is the time frame that these calves, once weaned from their mothers, they are now off of their immune system. Their surviving thing is their mother, which they get all of their immunities through the mother's milk. And now they're no longer getting that. So what they're going to have to do is be vaccinated. And keep them past 30 days. If they're going to get sick, they'll get sick within the first 30 days. Once they over that time period, then they should be good to go. So 45 days is say the minimum, and then even 60 days would be better. And I know that costs money to wean cattle because you're going to have to feed them a little bit. But once you straighten those things out, man, they're bulletproof, pretty much. And buyers know that, and they can buy those calves and load them up on a truck and send them out west to winter grazing, or send them to a feedlot, or whatever they want to know, or whatever they want to do with them, because they know that the health should be good on those calves. death loss in calves coming right off the mamas when they're shipped and going straight to pasture lands out west or to a feedlot. They're asking for problems because they're stressed and they're in the most stressful time of their life, and they're not ready for it. So we get them ready by giving them vaccinations and weaning them, and so they're straightened out when they hit those pastures out west. That's going to add a lot of value to your calves. Like our OkiVac program that we have here, there's one that used killed viruses, and then there's the OkiVac Plus that used live vaccines. And I'm not a veterinarian, and I don't know which is best for you, but pick out one that works for you and get on a vaccination program and add some value to your calves. This market's really picking up. These prices are high, and we want you to make money, and we want you to have healthy animals, and we want the cattle industry to be positive in South Florida, and that we want these calves to have a good reputation when they come from South Florida and end up in Oklahoma or Kansas or Nebraska or wherever. We want those people out there to say, hey man, those calves from South Florida, they did good. They gained a lot of weight. I didn't lose any of them, and I'm going to buy some more next year. And they tell their neighbors about them, and that's how it works. And so we have a good reputation for healthy, vibrant cattle here, and you do your part and we'll do our part. We'll make South Florida calves in more demand, which will help all of us. So quality, castrating, vaccination programs, weaning if you want to, nutrition, use mineral. If you're just have your cattle on grass, they're not getting everything they need simply from the grass. Our grass down here is like water, not much food quality to it, and it's lacking in minerals and vitamins and things that, just like we supplement with a 1-a-day vitamin in the morning, for us, those cattle need the same thing to be sure that they're getting everything that they need. So it's it's a big deal, and there's a lot of different things that you can do, and so just pick out what works best for you, and I'm guaranteeing you that by you doing this, it's going to help the bottom line. You know what you have. Educate yourself, please. Read the market report. Visit our website. You can go to OkeechobeLivestockMarket.com. Read the market report. See what the prices are on these classes of cattle. Number ones are the very best. Number twos are not the very best. And there are many cattle that come through the market that don't even make the number 2 range. Those are Brahman cattle. Those are Corriente cattle. Those are Holstein cattle. They're not even on the market report. So if you have these breeds of cattle and bring them into the sale, and you're looking at the market report under the number 1 column, they're not going to bring that price. So educate yourself. Call the office. Call us and tell us what you have, and we can sure help you figure out what those cattle are going to bring when you bring them to the sale barn. There's a lot of variance in these prices, so just be sure you do your end by researching, educating yourself as to what the market is at the time you're ready to sell. We do appreciate your business, and we will sell livestock of any kind, and they don't all have to bring the top dollar, and they do not all bring the top dollar, but you will get a check for your cattle. So we hope that you take this information, and we hope it helps you, and in turn, when it's helping you, it's helping everybody in the cattle business. Now on to the market report for this week. Man, we had a hard freeze. We're definitely having winter in South Florida. I've got my vest on. I think I've had it on 24/7 for the last 2 weeks. It's finally warming up a little bit today, but it is brown outside, and there's no green grass, and I just imagine that there's going to be a lot of cattle coming to the market in the next few weeks because the grass is gone, and whatever cattle people were holding on to, they're going to turn them loose. So expect some big runs, which will put pressure on certain parts of the market. I think that the slaughter cows and bulls are going to be under pressure for a couple of weeks because there's been a large large supply of cows and bulls here this week, and I don't think they're going to get them all hauled out. They're probably going to have to hold some of those over. I would expect that slaughter prices may be a little bit lower next week. Now, I may be wrong. Weather conditions around the country are pretty good. There's no major snowstorms or winter blizzards out west or up north right now, which means that the slaughter cow market is open and going all over the country. Usually when parts of the country are shut down due to winter storms, then that means that those buyers will have to come to our area to buy their supplies, but now I think they'll be able to go about anywhere they want. So I'd expect cows and bulls to be a little bit lower. I would think that the feeder calves, though, are going to hold their value pretty good, and I think we'll probably have more calves in the next couple of weeks because of the frost. But it seems to me that demand has been inching up and inching up every week, and like I said, these prices are headed up in the right direction. We did see for the first time, or I did, right here in Okeechobee, Tuesday, a 500-pound calf that brought $2 a pound. And I've been telling you it's going to happen. Well, it happened Tuesday. We had a lot of little calves off of first calf heifers, good little Angus calves that were weighing in that roping calf range, 180 to 220, that were bringing $3, a little over $3, which is very, very good. 400-pound number one steer calves are bringing up there, about 220, 230. 450-pound calves are bringing $2 or better, so that's $900 a head. See a lot of calves that are bringing $1,000. 600-pound calves are bringing $1.60 something to $1.70 on the front end of those steer calves. Everything's looking pretty good. Expect the numbers to be up here the next couple weeks due to the freeze. Expect prices to maintain and hold about where they are. Cows and bulls may be a little bit cheaper, but still selling really good. And top prices for the week, we had a 200-pound calf that brought $3.05. That calf was brought in by Sheila Cheatham from Christmas, Florida, bought by Foy Reynolds. And on the slaughter cow side, Butler Oaks. Way to go, Butlers. I think you guys have been on that top cow price before, but you had a big old 1,540-pound cow that brought $95, and she was bought by Cargill. That's your market report. Thank you. You can help us a lot by either subscribing or clicking on the like button on your computer there and help us out to keep these messages coming. But we're here to help you, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much.